the scariest creatures in all of anime. Right now, I'm looking at them. I recognize parasites from Parasite. I don't know these. Knockers are from To Your Eternity, which, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. To Your Eternity is one of the best animes I've ever watched. Each and every fucking death make you cry. Yo, bro, To Your Eternity, like, yo, shit, my heart, bro, my heart. When I was watching that shit, my heart hurted, bro. That shit was too painful, bro.
Neuronus pain.
It's so sad, bro. Like, and I don't know why they did this. Like, each and every time a character would die, I would dead ass cry. But
It was seriously one of the most disturbing characters you'll find in the Overlord anime. This creature works as a special intelligence collector in the Great Tomb of Nazarick, which is just a fancy way of saying she's a professional torturer. She's androgynous,
she works for Ainz. Yeah, because I stopped watching Overlord after season 2 because that was the only ones that were there, but I haven't watched it since.
Identifies as female.
I know that
her
there were
species
other
is called a brain eater. She runs the Room of Truth in the frozen prison on the 5th floor of Nazarick, and her karma level is -425, which the series labels as very evil. When members of the Sunlight Scripture got captured, they were sent straight to her. She even helped break down the leadership of the criminal organization 8.
Just kill yourself at this point, because just seeing that shit, man, I would off myself. I would off myself. I'm not even playing, bro. Get your dirty ass hands off of me, bro.
Torturing them until they gave up everything they knew. The really messed up part is how Neuronus talks to her victims. She speaks in this weirdly cheerful, almost flirty way while doing horrible things to people. She tells one victim that even though
she's more attractive than Uti, is she tripping, bro? She tripping, bro?
Body parts shrank from fear. There's no need to be scared. During torture sessions, she casually
did I see that right?
Everything they knew. The really messed up part is how Neuronus talks to her victims. She speaks in this weirdly
I doubt it will do that, but
cheerful,
anyway.
Almost flirty way.
Is she talking about Ainz, that Brad Shield tear and that piss off Albedo? Oh, I said Ultir. Ultir is from Fairy Tale. Child tear. Albedo, man. Let me spit some game, bro. Albedo bad as shit. You cannot fucking compare yourself to her. But I'm guessing she is talking about Ainz because these two are competing
doing horrible things to people. She tells one victim that even though his body parts shrank from fear, there's no need to be scared. During torture sessions, she casually mentions healing magic will be used over and over, so victims can get plenty of opportunity to practice enduring pain. One of the darkest details is that her creator, the player who made her character, suffered from kidney stones in real life. So Neuronus has a special torture tool based on that concept, and she actually uses it on people. She tells victims they're gonna spend a long time together, and what they're experiencing is only the beginning.
Bro. As soon as I see that face, I deadass start telling the truth, bro. That shit look weird as fuck. As soon as I see this, I'm spitting out everything she want to know. Ain't no need to get even close to me, bro. As soon as I see that face, I'm spitting out everything. I'm not playing no game, bro. This shit crazy. I'll be pissing my pants.
The Gray Man are made from pure grief.
I haven't watched The Gray Man. I've heard about it, but I've never watched
manipulation. These things aren't just monsters. They're literally the souls of dead people who got tricked into becoming weapons. The Earl of Millennium, the main villain, creates them by finding people who are mourning the loss of someone they loved and offering them a deal to bring that person back. Sounds great, right? Except it's the cruelest trap imaginable. Here's how it works. When someone agrees to the Earl's deal, he gives them a skeleton made of dark matter, which is this evil supernatural material. The grieving person calls out the name of their dead loved one, and the soul gets yanked back from the afterlife and trapped inside the skeleton. The moment that soul is trapped, it's forced to obey the Earl's commands, even if it doesn't want to. The worst part comes next.
Wow, what a dick. What a dickhead. I mean, most people, I don't know. It depends on who you are, but I think most people would take the offer. Losing someone is hard.
The soul is then forced to kill the person who called them back and literally wear their corpse as a disguise. So the person who just wanted their loved one back gets
you gotta be tripping, bruh.
Murdered by that exact person. And the
That's
soul
why it takes the form of a skeleton. Oh, shit.
Has to live with that horror forever. The Earl himself says an Akuma is made from a person's heart. and that it symbolizes a person suffering. Once the transformation is complete, the Akuma's soul becomes consumed by hatred for the living world. They're
Oh
tormented, trapped,
wow.
and forced to go around killing humans to grow stronger and
No.
evolve. The souls
Oh
inside know
fucking
exactly what
hell.
happened to them and what they're being forced to do, but they can't stop it. Level 1 Akuma still have the bodies and faces of their original forms underneath, but their faces are
Oh,
distorted and there's a chain around their necks, showing the intense pain and sadness they're in. As they
I
kill more
don't even
people,
want
they
to
start to
watch
lose
this,
their
bruh.
humanity.
Cause I was interested in D Gray Man. I heard a lot about it. I wanted to watch it, but now, bro, I don't want to watch this, bro. What the fuck is wrong with this man's,
Bit by
bro?
bit, becoming more obsessed with killing and acting more zombie-like. Level 1
Oh,
Akuma look like floating ball-shaped creatures with dozens of gun barrels sticking out that fire large bullets. They can bend these barrels in any direction without affecting how they shoot, and they can also fire energy beams called Akuma Cannon from an opening below their
Akuma
face.
Cannon.
Some can partially transform, looking mostly human but with cannons for eyes and dark purplish skin. As they rack up kills, they evolve
What?
into level 2, then
Is
level
it a
3, and
gun?
eventually level 4. Each
Is it a
evolution
gun
makes
thing? Because I keep hearing cannons and all that shit. Like Akuma's using cannons. What the fuck?
them stronger but also more monstrous. Level 2, Akuma start developing their own unique abilities powered by dark matter. Level
Okay.
3 are even more powerful and can actually fuse together to create giant Akuma, which are slow but have incredibly
The
durable
fuck
skin
is this? Power Rangers, bro?
and long arms and legs for attacking. These giant Akuma can perform an attack called Evil Star Gita that fires rapid beams in all directions. One character named
What?
Bookman calls them idiot machines that just combine to make a bigger idiot machine because they don't seem to think for themselves much. Level 4 Akuma are the most
Wow.
terrifying evolution.
Listen.
The transformation itself is described as way more visceral and gruesome than any other level. The first level 4
Whoa.
seemed to come from a giant Akuma's eye
That's
after
crazy.
merging with other destroyed Akuma bodies. The level 3 melts into this horrifying blob of limbs and flesh, then sprouts a
Ugh.
shell of a woman with a grotesquely bloated stomach that has the number 4 on it. The actual Akuma bursts out of this shell, looking like a childlike creature with a bloated stomach, a black star on its belly, a halo-like oval above its head, and wings on its back. Basically
Why
a
the fuck
demonic
would it have a
angel. The
halo,
state
bro?
of the human soul inside is so grotesque that Alan Walker, the main character who can see souls, literally had to throw up just from looking at it. A single
What? God damn. That's
level 4 is
crazy.
absurdly powerful. One of them destroyed a large chunk of a laboratory, knocked out 4 generals, overpowered Alan Walker, who had gotten way stronger by that point, survived a combined attack from Alan and another powerful character named Cross Marion, and still had enough energy left to try escaping. They're stronger than even the most powerful exorcists. The Earl also hints that level 4
Okay, so it's an exorcist type anime.
is just a stepping stone to something even worse, which is a terrifying thought. Awakened beings from Claymore are former Claymores.
Oh yeah, Claymore. I watched this a long time ago, bro. That shit was good as shit, man. These are the girls that the girls are Claymores. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was, but if they use too much of their power or some shit, they turn into this. that shit
Warriors
was
who were
crazy.
created to hunt monsters called Yoma, who pushed their powers past the 80% limit and completely lost their humanity. But the
Yup.
organization, the people who create claymores in the first place, straight up lies to regular humans about what awakened beings actually are. They tell people these monsters are just voracious eaters, which are supposedly Yoma that lived too long and got stronger. The truth is way
No.
darker. These are the heroes who were supposed to protect humanity, transformed
turned
into the
by-
very things they swore to
by
destroy.
using
They
too
keep their
much
intelligence
power.
and memories, but their personalities completely flip. They become merciless, sadistic, and arrogant monsters who see humans
Yup.
purely as food, while claymores barely eat anything. Awakened beings are constantly starving and crave human guts specifically. They have to regularly eat human
What the
viscera just
fuck?
to survive. One awakened being named Priscilla stopped eating humans for a few years, and her body literally shrank down to the size of a small child because she wasn't getting the food she needed. Each awakened
Wait,
being
was she
has
a monster? Cause I don't remember. It's been a while. I watched this like 4 or 5 years ago. Like it was really good.
its own unique form, and they can vary wildly in size and appearance. Some are only slightly bigger than a regular human, while others are absolutely
yeah,
massive.
yeah.
Some have the ability to change their size at will. The average awakened being is way
Oh,
stronger than both
shit.
claymores and Yoma. While a single claymore can hunt down a Yoma, it usually takes 4 claymores working together to take down an awakened being, and that team needs to include at least one high-ranking warrior. The most powerful characters in the entire series are awakened beings, with the strongest ones called abyssal ones. The organization deliberately
I don't
creates
remember
awakened
all of
beings
this,
at
bro.
special factories. They hybridize males and make them awaken immediately, using them as weapons or experiments.
Males? Since when? I thought only women could become claymores. What? Hey, something not right here, bro.
When a character named
I didn't read it. I watched the anime. Does the anime end at the end of the manga? Because if it doesn't, that might be why I don't remember this. Because I clearly remember all claimers being females. Well, girls, women, whatever. You know? And males couldn't become claymores. I don't remember why.
Maria attacks the organization. They send a whole group of these factory-made awakened beings to a town called Rabona as revenge. Despite losing most of their humanity, some awakened beings do retain certain human emotions, which makes them even more complex and disturbing. There's this couple, Rifu and Dauf, where Dauf is completely obsessed with protecting Rifu, and she genuinely cares about him too, even though she sometimes manipulates him for fun. Some of the specific awakened beings are nightmare fuel. There's one that looks like a giant armored armadillo that can shoot spines like a porcupine and has powerful mind control abilities that force claymores to attack each other. Another one is a giant flying insect with multiple bladed arms that can anticipate attacks even though it has no visible eyes. Then there's Katea, who transforms into something resembling a mosquito with a white glowing body and extendable blades sharp enough to cut through armored skin. There's even one that's described as a large ball covered in worms and multiple mouths. Just picture that coming at you. The bunny elder Baron from Blood Sea can transform its arms into propelled razors and bludgeons.
I have no idea what this is. I haven't even heard of the manga. Like the first 3, I believe there were this, and then there were this from the Gray Man, and then there were the Awakened one. Yeah, the first 3 I heard the anime. The Gray Man I haven't watched, but I heard of it. The first one I know of. I've watched Overlord, but I didn't watch this part. I don't remember this. But this, totally new territory for me. I have no idea what this is. I have never heard of it even.
Turn its fingers into sharp points and morph its shoulders.
Those were kids, bro. There's no way they...
Arms into propelled razors and bludgeons. Turn its fingers...
Okay, this one was not a kid. Bro... Wow.
Into sharp points and morph its shoulders into literal sacks that it uses to trap struggling victims
in
inside.
Once people the Titan bite people, they don't even show it. They don't show it as much as like this, bro. Like this is crazy.
Caught in those sacks, the bunny turns them into what can only be described as
what is this?
Bloody, gory smoothies. It's not a quick death either. These people are torn apart while they're still alive and aware of what's happening. The bunny elder baron is described as the most cruel and manipulative of all the elder barons that the resistance forces encounter. And you can see why. It has this sadistic obsession with torturing people before killing them. It loves to skewer humans like shish kebabs and then eat them in massive quantities. It can kill without any...
What is this anime, bro? Why have I never heard of this? This is crazy. I've never... Did you see... the scene where he turns them into a soup or something? Like, that shit crazy, right?
Any warning whatsoever, which means you might not even see it coming before it's too late. Bunny can also clone itself. When Saya, the main character, first confronts it and slices it in half vertically, you'd think that would be the end of it. Instead, the creature regenerates and multiplies itself. The 2 bunnies then divide into 6 total copies, and all 6 of them go on an absolute rampage through the town. The destruction these things cause is insane. They're responsible for devouring and killing the vast majority of the town's population in episode 12. The only way to actually stop the bunny elder baron is to destroy the original. Say figures this out and manages to remove the head of the original bunny, then completely destroys it. Once the original is gone, all the copies are eradicated too.
Easy,
the parasites from Parasite the Maxim are these things that just appear...
Shit nasty. This shit was hard to watch, bro. That shit nasty, man. Yo, sometimes, like, look at this, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's
appeared on Earth one day from an unknown source, and nobody knows where they came.
This was so hard to watch, my guy. It was disgusting.
Or why they're here. The show hints that they might exist as a way to balance out humanity, since humans have basically become toxic to the planet, which is a pretty dark concept when you stop.
Not really. They came from outer space, right? Like, not outer space, but they came from another planet or something like that. They weren't on Earth, you know what I'm saying? They landed on Earth.
And think about it. In their larval form, parasites look like small green worm-like creatures with yellow eyes and a drill-shaped head. They come from eggs that look like floating green tennis balls. And once they hatch, their whole purpose is to burrow into a human's ear or nose and take over their brain. The drill head lets them enter the body without leaving any marks or blood, which makes it even more horrifying because you'd never know it happened. If a parasite successfully reaches the brain, it takes complete control of the person's body within minutes, basically
is
killing who
hard to
that person
watch,
was
bruh.
and wearing their body like a suit. Once they
Nah,
take over a human,
this show is so hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it. I finished it, but damn, I had a hard time.
they develop this intense hunger to eat other humans.
Oh,
They can transform
fucking
their
hell.
heads into these crazy blade-like weapons,
That is
tentacles, or whatever shape they
nasty.
need to kill people. Their flesh can harden into something stronger than steel or stretch out like rubber. When they're about to attack or feed, they
Why
split
would
their
you,
heads open
bro? Why would you?
to something
I
stronger
still
than steel
don't
or
understand
stretch
this
out
part. Why the fuck would you stand here and watch this shit happen? I'd be gone, bro. I'd be gone, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
like rubber. When they're about to attack or feed, they split their heads open in this grotesque spiral
But
pattern.
I don't remember his name. But the main character, he stopped it from entering his whole body, and the parasite only took his arm. But at the end of the day, was it even that? At the end of the day, did he consume his art or something? And he lost his emotion. He became colder as time went on. Like at that point, it was like, bro, you should have just let it take over. You know what I'm saying? The man had totally changed, bro. He slicked his hair like he was Eisen or some shit. Like
that reveals all these bladed appendages and eyeballs in places they shouldn't be.
Bro,
People who see
that
them
is
call them mouth
disgusting,
heads,
bro.
which is pretty fitting. The really disturbing part is that parasites don't feel emotions the way humans do. They fake
don't.
smiles and expressions because they've learned that's what they're supposed to do, but inside they're completely empty. They
Yeah.
laugh without smiling, they kill without remorse, and they see humans
But
purely as
there
food.
was
Some
that character. Where is she? Yeah, she wasn't. Didn't she develop feelings when she got pregnant? She developed some feelings when she got pregnant or some shit. I believe. I remember something like that.
parasites get
See,
smart enough
that
to
shit
blend
was
into
so
society,
disgusting.
learning language in just hours or days by reading
Oh
books and
my
watching
God.
TV. They can even hold jobs and act normal, all while deciding whether or
Now
not
they're
to
smart. They just don't have emotions. That's really all it is. They're really smart.
eat the
They
people
learn
around them.
fast,
Their
too.
biggest
That's
weakness
what
is
really
that they
scary
need the
about
host body to survive. If you separate the parasite from the body, it starts to shrivel up and die within minutes. They're also terrified of fire
You can
because
think of them as symbiotes. They're kind of similar.
it makes their cells freak out, and they can be poisoned or affected by alcohol and chemicals. Paint thinner can actually mess them up pretty badly, causing them to lose control and split into smaller pieces. Knockers mess with your mind and body in ways that go
Fucking
way
hell.
beyond just
I was waiting for this. I hate these knockers, bro. I hate them. I hate them, bro. I hate them. And I hate the crazy bitch, bro. The crazy bitch that the descendants started going after this man's I forgot his name. What was his name? I forgot. Was it Shiro? Something like that. Nah, it was Fushi. Yeah, Fushi. Bro, I hate knockers, bro.
physical
The number
harm.
of people, you know, on that arc on the island, bro. Oh my God, yo, I was so mad, bro. I wanted to break something when they killed what was the name of his brother, bro? The guy with the dragon head. God damn, that was painful in my heart, bro. When the kid died, oh.
These things
Shit.
were created by
But the death that affected me the most, I think, was the old lady, because of like how she became a mother to him and all of that, and she was with him a long time. Then she died. Oh fuck! Ah! Shit! My heart hurt him so
some unknown
much,
being
man.
specifically to stop Fushi, the immortal main
Fushi,
character,
that's-
from preserving the world. The Beholder, this godlike figure in the series,
Oh
named
shit!
them
Don't
not
spoil too much, man. I haven't finished. I heard the manga is finished, so now I'm gonna get to reading it. But don't spoil, bro.
knockers because they knock on the doors of paradise seeking its destruction. That's already pretty
Paradise?
ominous, but it gets way worse when you understand what they actually do. The main form of a knocker looks like long, sharp vines, but
Yeah,
they're
they
constantly
nasty.
adapting and changing
Ooh,
based
the
on their
manga look nasty, bro. The manga look way worse than the anime. What the
environment. When
fuck?
Fushi first runs into them in a forest, they're made of vines and leaves. Later on an island, they show
Because
up
they
as rocks.
entered the 3.
Rocks. This means you can't even recognize them because they blend
Yeah.
in perfectly with whatever's around you. The really messed up part is that knockers can steal Fushi's collected forms.
Yeah,
which
they steal. Well, they don't steal his form. They steal, I believe, the memories, and the form disappears. He loses the form if he doesn't remember the person, and because he earns their form through a simulation of some sort, which are emotion most of the time. And yeah, when they steal his memories, he forgets those simulations that he felt, thus losing the form.
are basically the bodies of people he's met and bonded with. When a knocker
Yep.
steals one of these forms, Fushi doesn't just lose the ability to transform into that person, he completely
loses
forgets
his
they ever
memory.
existed.
Yeah.
That's psychological
Oh,
horror.
the shit when she was she was gone. Like you could see the little girl, and she was all white because he couldn't remember her because he stole her from him. Ah, my heart, bro. Shit. Nah, this anime is golden, bro. This shit
Or on a whole
hurts.
different level. Knockers believe death brings true freedom, and they want to release every
This bitch, I hate her. I fucking hate her,
one
bro.
from their physical bodies.
Damn.
They're so committed to this twisted belief that they'll literally commit suicide for it. They share the same philosophy as the Yaname tribe in the show, which is why a knocker chose to merge with a character named Hayase and has been passed down through her descendants.
Yeah, and they don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
For generations. This isn't just some mindless monster behavior either. These creatures are highly intelligent. They can build complex weapons like catapults, communicate through telepathy, and even write messages. They study and learn about the world constantly, getting smarter and more dangerous over time. The knockers can take control of people.
They slept for a while, like to learn more, and then they started
People's bodies, whether they're dead or alive. There's this
the first episode. You know, the first time I actually watched To Your Eternity, I watched the first episode and I dropped it. I felt so much pain. I felt so much pain, bro. I watched the first episode and I dropped it. Because the way the first episode goes is so painful, bro. The kid dying, him walking through the snow and all that shit, bro. I watched that. I was crying, dead ass. I'm not even gonna lie. I was crying and I said, I'm stopping right there. I'm not trying to watch an anime for that. Right after I put it on some Dragon Ball, then I watched One Piece and I kept watching a bunch of animes to forget that shit. Then, when the season 2 came out, it was all over Crunchyroll, bro. So I said, you know what? Might as well. God damn. I was happy, but I was angry at the same time because this is such a great anime. But it's so painful. It's so sad, bro.
One specific knocker that merged with Hayase's wounded arm when she was stranded on a boat in the middle of the ocean. This particular knocker is different from the others.
She's so weird, bro. I keep pausing the video, but yo, this is one of my favorite mangas / anime, AniMangas. This bitch is crazy. And she's weird as fuck.
It seems to have its own mind and understands its host. It's been passed down through Hayase's family line for generations, all to fulfill her obsession with having Fushi to herself across 18 lifetimes. This knocker can sense and track Fushi from anywhere, gives its host superhuman strength and elasticity in the right arm.
Who is this, bro? Because from what I remember, the last holder was a dude. Because I stopped watching it, and because I heard the manga was almost done, so I was like, alright, since the manga's almost done, I'm going to stop watching the anime. When it's done, I'm going to read it. Who the fuck is this?
And can even communicate.
When I stopped, the last holder was a dude and that fell in love with the female form of the bitch that killed her. I was like, nigga, forget about it. your ancestor killed that bitch, bro. You don't, just forget about it.
Write messages. If you like this video, turn on the
I was like, bro, your